Hello from Prague. We just arrived and we got here by taking the plane from Stockholm, Sweden. Then we got to the city center by taking the public transport, and it took around 50 minutes in total. According to my research, then the public transport is supposed to be very reliable here in Prague. It's already 7:30 in the evening, so now we are gonna go and get some food. Dinner has arrived and it looks pretty promising. Now we are gonna consume it. Also, very nice dining area here. I think it has a bit of a elegant and traditional feeling to it. Yes, I think that's a good way to put it. Needless to say, but that was a wonderful dinner. Definitely one of the best restaurant experiences I've had in Europe. I'm gonna rate that meal 10 out of 10 because the portion size was good and it was also quite affordable. Now we're just gonna walk around a little bit. We are now in Prague's Old Town Square, which I believe is one of the most popular tourist attractions to visit here in Prague. However, now in the evening it's actually quite calm, not too many people at all. We will be back tomorrow for a better look. We have made it to the most famous bridge here, which is the Charles Bridge. And this has to be one of the most famous bridges in Europe. The other two ones I can think of is the one in London and the one in Venice. Nice and wide and only walking allowed here. I think that's all the things we're gonna do today. It's already 10 p.m. so we're just gonna go back to the hotel. Today is gonna be the first full day here in Prague, and one thing I like to do in the morning is to go for a quick morning walk alone. So I'm just gonna walk around the neighborhood a little bit. And also it looks like it's gonna be a mostly rainy and cloudy day today, which is definitely not ideal. But no worries, we will keep a positive attitude. I've been walking for like 40 minutes now, and so far I think the city feels pretty nice. A lot of old and traditional buildings. Appetite has now also been developed, so now I'm just gonna go back to the hotel and have a hopefully good breakfast. Also, I have noticed that there are quite a lot of smokers here, which I think is a negative. Breakfast was successful, definitely above expectations. So the plan for today is that we're just gonna go full tourist mode and visit all of the most famous places here in Prague. And I think I've set up a very good plan. Quite cold today, and I'm very happy that I brought the winter jacket. While we are walking, I noticed that they have a lot of small shops here where they are selling random things. So we're just gonna have a quick look. I would never buy anything like this. Just looking at them makes me a little bit nervous. We have once again made it to Old Town, and it's definitely a bit busier here now compared to yesterday evening. A lot of tourists and tourist groups. And from here I can see 1, 2 and 3 big churches. Also all the surrounding buildings looks pretty nice. Very good architecture. Found some nice benches by the riverside, so we're gonna take a quick break here. I have promised my girlfriend that we're not gonna walk too much without breaks. From here we can get a nice view of the Charle Bridge and the other side of Prague. This is also a good place to take some photos, so that's what we are gonna do. We are back on the Charle Bridge and it's still nice and wide. Definitely more people here compared to yesterday, and I can't see a single person who is disappointed. And this time we are gonna cross it so we can get over to the other side. And also views are great on both sides. I believe this is the final push up towards the castle. Prague definitely feels like a very walkable city. And also another good thing is that I don't feel that stressed or nervous at all recording in public today. And I think the reason for that is because I've gotten used to it more and I've started to worry a lot less of what others think, which is a good thing. Hey there, we have made it to the castle. I gotta say, from the other side of the river, it already looks very impressive, but I think it looks even more impressive when standing beside it. This building just has a lot of detail, which I'm definitely able to appreciate. I think we're gonna have a quick look inside if we're able to get in. Around the castle they have some other nice buildings, so we're just walking around here a little bit. And also please let me know in the comments below what you like and dislike about this video. Please let me know what you think can be improved, because I definitely want to improve my videos. For lunch we have ordered a dish called the Bohemian Plate, which definitely has a nice ring to it. The food has arrived and it looks like it's gonna be another sleepless night for the trigger-happy vegans. Oh, how easily triggered they are. We are gonna take our time and enjoy this one. We are back on the other side of the river to continue check out the parks they have here. And we have found this very nice area where they have a lot of benches. And from this park we were also able to get a very good view of some of the bridges they have here in Prague. So I thought I would do a quick what's in my bag. Spoiler alert, not much. So first I have a water bottle with warm water since my girlfriend doesn't drink cold water. Then I have a pair of gloves. And then I have my camera bag, so it's a bag inside of a bag. That was everything in my bag, and that's also all the things we are gonna check out for today. My girlfriend's step limit is 20,000, and I have learned that that is a limit that should not be crossed. Back at the hotel, and here is a quick room tour. And this time we're staying at a 4-star hotel called the Gold Bank. So you might wonder what I do in the hotel room. Well, let me answer that. I'm gonna practice some Chinese because this year I really want to improve my Chinese. So with me I have brought a couple of these papers with Chinese words on them, which I have made myself. And the way I understand, then language learning is a lot about repetition, and the more you do it, the easier it becomes. Today is the second full day here in Prague, and I'm gonna start it off by going to a nearby park that is supposed to have a pretty good view. It also looks like we're gonna get a little bit of sun today, which is definitely welcome. Alright, so I've made it to the top of the hill and the view is pretty good from here. I would say that this is known as a very nice moment. The best way to ruin this would be to read some news about politics. I'm not gonna do that. Instead, I'm gonna enjoy this view a little bit more. Okay, so one of the activities we have planned for today is to visit the National Museum they have here. And I've already bought the tickets online to avoid queuing. We are now right outside the museum, and from here we are able to see one of the main roads here in Prague. Okay, let's go into the museum. We have made it inside, and as you can guess, very nice interior design. Looks very much like a high quality museum with nice decorations and tall ceiling. So this museum had 3 big sections to see. The first one was about the Czech Republic's history, which we did not really care about, so we pretty much skipped this part. The second section was about animals, which was definitely more enjoyable. The animals were all very well done and they looked very real. Basically, any animal could be found here. Okay, so we have made it to a room with a lot of rocks, and some of them look very impressive. I think this is gonna be the highlight for me in this museum. Last destination in this museum is gonna be this top floor where you can get a nice view of the city. I've also noticed that Prague does not have a lot of tall buildings. So I would say that you visit Prague to see old traditional buildings and not to see modern tall buildings. We are finally leaving the museum and we were in there for like 2 hours. A bit tired, honestly. Feels like I got hit by a truck. As far as museum goes, I think that was pretty good. Museums are not really my thing. I'm not very good at appreciating them. I would say I'm more focused on the future than the past. If you ever decide to visit Prague, one thing I can recommend is to visit this hill called the Vitkov hill. This is actually the place I wanted to visit the most here in Prague. Besides the very nice view here, there is also this big statue. I did a quick search and the statue is of a Czech military general who was most likely very masculine. Some of his traits was for sure being dependent, disciplined, emotionally stable, living life with purpose, courageous, and of course being a great leader. I think the world needs more of this. Okay, we have made it to the water side and feels like this is a good place to wrap up this video. I think we have been able to see a lot. Just now we also saw a water hamster. We were here for 3 days, which I think was more than enough time. Once again, please let me know in the comments below what you think can be improved in this video. Thank you so much for watching and I wish you a great day.